There was once a woodcutter who was too poor even to feed his 7 sons. Tomorrow, he said to his wife, "We shall have to take the boys and leave them in the forest. Some rich hunter is bound to find them." Now Tom Thumb, the youngest 7 sons, heard everything. Next day, before setting off, he filled his pockets with white pebbles, dropping them one by one along the way. So Hen the woodcutter left the boys' Tom Thumb was able to lead his brothers back home, but a few days later, the woodcutter took them to the forest again, and this time, Tom Thumb had no pebbles. To help them find the way back, they were well and truly lost. They started to walk, not really knowing where they were going. But after a while, they came to a big castle, the home of a giant who had 7 daughters. He said the brother school'd stay the night, but only because he planned to eat them the next morning. Now, his 7 daughters slept all together in a big bed, each one with a crown on her head. During the night, Tom Thumb took the crowns and put them on his brother's head. The giant was about to eat the 7 boys, but the crowns made him think they were his daughters, so he went into the other room. Not stopping to look, he ate the 7 girls instead. As the giant slept after eating so much, Tom took his 7-league boots and put them on. Whoever wore them could travel far at great as speed. And so he was able to lead the way home. As word spread, noblemen gave Tom the important messages to deliver. Tom Thumb soon became rich, and his family were never in want again.
Long, long ago, in a country called Palestine, 3 wise men, who were also kings, were following a bright star. They knew that this star was the sign that the Son of God had been born, and they had traveled many miles to give him gifts of gold, frankincense, and myrrh. At last, the star stopped above the roof of a humble stable. "The child must be there," breathed the first king, Balthazar. "Here," said Melchior the second. "It's only a stable," said Melchior. "We shall go inside," decided Caspar, the third king, and there, with the ox and the ass, they saw the child whom they had been seeking. "Your son is the Savior of the world, Christ, our newborn King," Melchior told Mary and Joseph. The 3 wise men knelt at the manger where baby Jesus lay. "Today," said Caspar, "is a day of rejoicing for us, and now Christians call it the day of the Epiphany."
To escape the winter weather, many animals fall into a deep sleep. We call it hibernating. Pets which hibernate, such as tortoises, are best kept in the attic or a shed, somewhere nice and dry. Hedgehogs like to roll into a ball snuggle down deep in straw. Hibernating animals may seem barely alive. Nothing will wake them until springtime, and they will not feel hungry or thirsty either. Think how lucky they are, sleeping the winter away. The bear sleeps all winter, too. When has eaten all that he wants, he snuggles down right inside a nice, cozy hole, with his warm fur and thick layer of fat. There is no danger of him becoming cold. The winter ermine does not hibernate. But this little animal is very smart. In summer, the ermine is brown, but in winter, it has the most beautiful coat of white fur, all except for the black tip of its tail. This is so that the ermine can hide itself from its enemies against the white background of snow.
Matthew is a clever boy, but he does not like working hard. Instead, he likes finding shortcuts and thinking up ways to make life easy. For instance, one day, he was out with his little sister. She wanted a ride on the sledge, but Matthew was not going to pull her along. Oh, no, he wanted a ride too, so he threaded along cord through the collar of Mowgli, his next-door neighbor's dog, who he was supposed to be taking for a walk. To keep Mowgli still, Matthew gave him a whole bag of popcorn which his mother had made. "Now, let's go," he told the big dog, pleased when Mowgli started off at quite a pace. All went well when they kept in a straight line, but at the first bend, disaster, the cord broke and Matthew and his sister were thrown to the ground. Poor Matthew, he was the one who had to pull T's sledge and his sister all the way home. After all, not Mowgli. It was Freddy's 11th birthday. His mom and dad gave him the money to Buy a personal stereo, plus a cassette recording of his favorite singer. No wonder he was smiling as he got to the shop. Hello, Freddie, came a little voice behind him. Freddie turned round to see Mark, a boy from school. It's my birthday, Freddie told him, showing him the money. I'm going to buy a personal stereo, and I was 12 yesterday, said Mark, but I didn't get anything. Freddie's heart began beating a little faster. He looked at his friend, not knowing quite what to say. We'll share the money if you like, he said at last. Look, let's buy 2 pairs of basketball shoes. Right, Freddie, said Mark, rather timidly. You are a good friend, but what will your mom and dad say? Mark need not have worried. Freddie's parents were proud to think their son had such a kind heart.
Thanks for watching.